Morning people, welcome back to F Politics. Donald Trump is still trying to kill British people, just like I've been warning for the last 7 years, but now it seems that Keir Starmer is willing to let him do it. Now I'll show you what Donald Trump just said and then I'll explain what it means.
But you also have a good pharmaceutical business. We'll be dealing with you on pharmaceuticals also. And we certainly feel a lot better with your country working on pharmaceuticals for America than some of the other countries that were. With the relationship we have, you would not use that as a cudgel. You wouldn't be using it as a block.
That bit right there is important because it means that Keir Starmer has agreed to Donald Trump's demands on pharmaceuticals more than any other country.
We're going to be announcing sometime very soon, I think, pharmaceuticals are our whole thing. And the companies know. And drug prices are going to be coming down very substantially in the U.S., very, very substantially. And that'll happen very soon.
Now, what he's referring to there is Donald Trump's long-standing policy that any trade deal he does with another country will involve that other country paying more for medicines so that American consumers pay less.
When foreign governments extort unreasonably low prices from U.S. drug makers, Americans have to pay more. I have directed U.S. Trade Representative Bob Lighthizer to make fixing this injustice a top priority with every trading partner.
Now let's be clear, America pays about 3 times as much for its medicines as the UK does. So if Donald Trump has managed to convince Keir Starmer to agree to helping him balance out that difference, that could lead to the price of medicines in the UK rising exponentially. And let's be 100% clear, that will kill people. And I'm not exaggerating here when I say that it could mean that Brexit is a double whammy of death for the British people. Because Brexit has already been causing medicine shortages in the NHS. The NHS itself has been saying that. The Nuffield Trust, the UK's top medical charity, has been saying that. Cancer Research UK has been saying that. And when you look at the NHS, does it look like they're having a good time? Well, one of the reasons why they're not having a great time in the NHS is because Brexit has been making it harder to get life-saving medicines. I mean, it's already been calculated that the relative loss in EU staff alone has led to 1,500 extra deaths per year. So these kinds of policy changes have a real impact on life and death in the UK. With medicines, it's because Brexit made it harder to buy and sell between the UK and mainland Europe. That made some medicines harder to get and some medicines simply more expensive. And on top of the direct damage of Brexit, because we're outside of the EU and therefore vulnerable, Keir Starmer looks set to agree a deal with the United States that would almost definitely double our medicine prices. And again, if you make it harder to get the things that we need to save lives, that will cost lives. And like I said, I have been warning about this since 2018. Donald Trump has already said that any trade deal would have to involve the NHS, and I don't think people, when they voted for Brexit in 2016,
this is another scaremongering story.
It's literally what he said.
Boris Johnson equally said that the NHS was not for sale. He's given that assurance.
Because Boris Johnson always tells the truth about the NHS.
And actually Donald Trump...
And now we have Keir Starmer refusing to go back into the EU single market, which is damaging our supply chains of medicines with mainland Europe, making UK medicines more expensive already. And now, according to Donald Trump, Starmer is doing a deal with America that will double UK medicine prices. Starmer is deliberately inflicting a Brexity double whammy of death on the British people. I'm Whammy. Make sure you follow F Politics so politics doesn't F you. Have a great week.